And I guess this is what I would call shelf 3, kind of. Although the way I've organized these, if you've seen the previous videos, is shelf 1 is science fiction part 1, shelf 2 is comic book heroes, and then shelf 3 we're back to more... It's kind of a mix, science fiction, comic book heroes, and box sets. And I guess to start us off, we'll actually just take a look at what's on the top here, which is some overflow from the first 2 shelves. So we have... try and get these so I can get some of the glare off. Beetlejuice. Classic movie. This I still have around. For a while I didn't have a full Star Wars set after I gave away, well, sort of, the other one, long story, and then got the new one, so I ended up getting this, which doesn't have any special features, but I still keep it around. This, which actually technically should be in the world is going to end and we're all going to die section, but it ended up down here the day after tomorrow. One of the best films that I've actually seen in quite a while. Ex Machina. And that would be my air conditioner being grumpy. Or I should say my fan. We've got Shoot 'Em Up. Classic from, what was this, 2003, if I remember correctly. Equilibrium. More fantasy stuff. Fire and Ice. The original, not extended version of The Martian, which I actually got last Christmas, and it's still open. I haven't actually watched this film yet. Probably not going to bother getting the extended since I've already got one. And then, as we go to kind of the next top shelf, we've got Van Helsing Blu-ray. You saw this in one of my recent updates. This is the director's cut of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. My other Star Treks are down here. I've got to kind of reorganize the shelf a little bit. This is not the one with the corrected scene. As you can tell, it doesn't have the yellow UPC. But it's just one scene, so to be honest, I'm happy with the one that I've got. Kingdom of Heaven, which actually came free with my first actual Blu-ray player. Once Upon a Time, the complete first season. I was actually really into the show when it first came out, but I'm at least 2 full seasons behind. I don't know if I'm ever actually going to get caught up on that one. Jurassic World. I have the first 3 Jurassic Park movies on DVD. At some point I'll probably get the set. And these next 2, if you're looking at my previous update, I didn't actually have these, but they came in the bargain bin. We've got the amazing, yes, I know everyone's favorite action hero movies, Spider-Man, or The Amazing Spider-Man, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I still don't think these are as bad as most people make them out to be, but I say that about a lot of stuff. These were $5 because they were part of that push to give away tickets for that Ghostbusters Abomination, which I'm still not going to talk about. Probably get shot if I did. Okay, next, Prometheus. Still has a Walmart sticker on it. Digibook, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying, and Love the Bomb. Awesome movie. Time Lapse, which you'll have also seen in one of my more recent updates. And Tron, which I believe I also featured in another one of my recent updates. Still haven't actually had a chance to watch. Like, I've seen it, I just haven't watched the Blu-ray yet. Okay, and so I'm just going to put these down a shelf. Just makes it a little bit easier to see what's underneath it. So here, finally got around to getting these last fall, actually. Game of Thrones. I got the first 3 in November first 4 last November, and season 5 when it came out, was it earlier this year? I may actually do 2 full videos on these, even though I'm sure they've already been done to death on YouTube. But we got season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, and still with the backing on it, season 5. And next we have the Alien Anthology, and actually up here, probably covered in dog hair. Actually, no, I should mention I still have the Alien Quadrilogy somewhere on DVD because it's actually not worth a whole lot, and now things are sticking together. We'll fix that later. Game of Thrones. There we go. Okay. Everyone's favorite 2-pack set. In case you're wondering, yes, there's dog hair over here. You can blame the dog for that. Lexi, my husky. I'm sure if you watch me on a regular basis, you've seen her. And so then we've got the rather notorious original version of the Predator. Actually, there's a lot of dog hair up here. Predator 2, Predators, Star Wars: The Complete Saga. The artwork on this isn't great, but frankly, I still prefer it to the first version. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. A lot of these I've done separate videos on. Back to the Future trilogy came out last fall. Did a video on this as well. I didn't bother getting the full set with the flux capacitor in the animated series. Planet of the Apes collection. More for completion's sake than anything else, but this is Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton stripped down DVD or Blu-ray. I still have the 2-set DVD with all the extras on it. And then we've got Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And then many years ago, I did videos of these as they came out way back in 2009. We got Star Trek Season 1, Star Trek Season 2, and Star Trek Season 3. These actually recently came out in a deluxe full series box set, which actually the price isn't bad. Star Trek, their complete series sets are actually fairly well priced. I think now their individual season sets are ridiculous. Sigh. Yeah, this is still here. Piece of shit. This isn't much better. I've talked about those in videos before, so I'm not really going to go into them here. Star Trek, the Compendium. Got these more for the extras. Dog hair on top of the DVD, or Blu-ray. I've actually, up here in my stuff that I will be giving away, getting rid of, or whatever, I've got the original versions as well. See them? I'm not the big... I don't mind... Well, I don't know how to say this. I'm not the biggest fan of these films. I think they really took the show in the wrong direction. And I'm going to make a video about this later, but I have a lot of reservations about how they're going with the... how it seems to be going with the new series. And I haven't seen Star Trek Beyond yet, and I gotta be honest, I'm not really looking forward to it. And that's going to be the subject for another video altogether. Then you saw a complete set overview earlier. Here's the corner of my shelf again, or side of my shelf. Star Trek: The Next Generation complete series. You can get this for around 130 bucks. They look amazing, damn good deal. So yeah, so that's the end of this shelf. In the next video, we'll take a look at my next shelf, which is a mixture of DVDs and Blu-rays. Science fiction and related stuff.